2007, during the election gun ban, Erwin Libo on Dela Cruz arrived at the Cebu domestic port. Like many travelers, he handed his bag to a porter and later placed it on the X-ray conveyor for routine inspection. However, this ordinary process took a dramatic turn when the X-ray operator noticed the outline of firearms inside his bag. Security personnel immediately conducted a manual inspection, and Dela Cruz admitted ownership of the bag. Side authorities found 3 revolvers and live ammunition, none of which were licensed. This incident set the stage for a legal battle that would test the boundaries of search and seizure laws, as well as the enforcement of election-related gun bans in the Philippines, particularly Commission on Elections Resolution No. 7764, in relation to Section 261Q of Batas Pambansa 881. Following his arrest, Dela Cruz faced charges under COMELEC Resolution No. 7764 linked to the country's election laws. The Supreme Court was asked to resolve several key issues. Was Dela Cruz truly in possession of illegal firearms? Did he waive his right against unreasonable searches and seizures by submitting his bag for inspection? And if not, was the warrantless search still valid? Dela Cruz tried to defend himself by denying ownership, alleging the evidence was planted and pointing to supposed irregularities in the search. However, the prosecution's witnesses were found credible, and the court determined that Dela Cruz's claims lacked support. The focus then shifted to whether the search itself was constitutional. Supreme Court ultimately affirmed the lower court's decisions, finding Dela Cruz in actual possession of the firearms since they were inside his personal bag, which he voluntarily submitted for inspection. On the issue of search and seizure, the court clarified that while there was no express waiver of rights, the inspection was a reasonable administrative search, inherent to port security operations. Routine baggage checks at ports and airports, applied uniformly to all passengers, are not considered unreasonable searches, even without a warrant. The court emphasized that constitutional protections must be interpreted in a practical manner, ensuring public safety is not compromised. As a result, the search was deemed valid, the evidence admissible, and Dela Cruz's conviction, including imprisonment and disqualification from public office, was upheld.